Take the time to do proper preparation. This means if you're doing body work, use the appropriate grit sandpapers. So if you're blocking body filler, you block it with 80 grit, and then you step it down gradually until you refine it to a 320 grit scratch before you apply your primer. Very important, because if you don't refine it to a 320 grit scratch, if you leave it at a 180 or maybe something coarser, those scratches are going to show through your paint job, and you're going to see those in the finished product. I shape my body filler with 80 grit, and then I block sand it with 180, 220, 320, and then it's ready for primer. I let it sit overnight. Once that primer is cured, I will block sand it with 320 grit sandpaper and then finish sand it with 600. The rest of the clear coat or the vehicle, if it's in good shape, I will sand it with 600 grit sandpaper before applying my base coat. Removing trim and sanding underneath trim, if you're not going to remove it, is also very important, because that's where your clear coat is going to peel, if it's going to peel anywhere. Unless you absolutely don't sand it, rarely is clear coat going to peel in the middle of a panel. It's going to start on the edge of a panel or near a piece of trim that you didn't remove. If you're doing an overall paint job, you want to remove as much trim as possible. You also want to make sure your surface is clean before you start applying any paint. After our first coat of clear, we're going to let this flash off for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to apply a second coat of clear. We only need 2 coats of clear, and we're going to spray that second coat of clear how we want it to look. So let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product. Here's a good look at the finished product. I have to say, I didn't really want to paint this vehicle to start with, but I really do love the color. I think it turned out amazing. My wife loves it. However, we did have one issue with this run here. However, this run can be fixed. If you want to learn how, click on this video now.